part of our world, and thank you for allowing us to be part of your world. I want to talk to you about Warren Buffett's stock and how to earn more money by attending more classes and making more money with the Share the Wealth and Win and Earn While You Learn courses. So we want to add more and more classes to that to really help you get up and go. The purpose of the foundation is to help you have a better life. The only way that I know that we can do that over a long period of time is not give you money. That's not going to solve anything. Give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Number two is to teach him how to fish. We can do that. That's knowledge. But number three is to help you and go fishing with you and have you go fishing with us or go fishing with somebody else and really learn how to fish. If you do that, you can change your world. You can change where you're at. So one of the great things that I want to talk to you about today is I want to talk to you about the Earn While You Learn courses and how you can truly go out and share the wealth with others. The only way you can get what you want out of life is to help other people get what they want out of life. So we've added some new things to that. So I'm going to take you to the website right now, and we're going to show you some new things that we just added this week. So if you come over here to the website, here we are at the successandmoneyfoundation.org. Now you'll notice in the courses that we've added some new fun classes in here. Number one is that you can earn money just by watching the Share the Wealth and Win video. Now we're going to make that just a little bit longer because there's some wonderful new additions that we want to add to it. So here's the Share the Wealth and Win. And then number two, and the reason we like that is because it's a great overview. One of the problems we have is we have so much great information onto the foundation, and we want to make sure that you have access to know all about it. And we want to teach you that. So by simply watching that, when you give away or you watch that yourself, you're going to get some stock. You're going to get some Warren Buffett stock. Now, why Warren Buffett stock is because that's how you get started. If I could wave a magic wand, that's what I would give you. And then I would teach you the benefits of it. So you can earn $5 when you go through the Share the Wealth and Win. You can earn more stock by sharing your link with other people. And then we've added some new classes just for you on the Earn While You Learn. So let's start with the very first one, which is to earn money from watching the Share the Wealth and Win. You simply click on that. Here's a little bit of an overview of it. You come down here, you click on here, and you watch that video. When you do that, we're going to put some Warren Buffett stock in your vault. When you have at least $10 of Buffett stock, you let us know. You can redeem your stock, and we'll send that stock to you. You have to have an investment account. Okay, an investment account with GoTrade or Robinhood or something else. Now, we have students all over the world, and you know what? You got to do some research. We have people in Uganda and Nigeria and other places like that where it's very difficult to do. Just keep looking and then share with others how we can do that. The goal is to get that investment account open. And when you watch this Share the Wealth and Win video, we're going to give you some of our stock. We're giving you a Warren Buffett stock. And your goal is to go from there and continue to do more. Now, the second thing is you can come down here to Share the Wealth and Win, and you can share this with others. Now, when you come here, one of the first things it's going to do is going to say, are you logged in? Are you logged in or are you not logged in? So if you're not logged in, it's going to say, okay, well, go log in. In order for us to give you your link, we need to know who you are. That makes sense. Okay. So you simply come over here, you're going to log in. And then we're going to come right back up here to our courses, and then we're going to click on the Share the Wealth and Win. So now you'll notice that it automatically pops up this link. This is your private link. This is your personal link. When you enroll people, they're part of your group. That's the key. They're part of your group. And they can be part of a second group. They can come in as an individual, or they can be part of a big organized group. But the first thing we want you to do is to simply copy that and then give it to someone. Now, waiting for our car, I simply copied my link by clicking on the button. It went right here to my into my clipboard, and then I says, tell me your text number, and I'll text this link to you. And I simply texted her the link, and I gave her a free membership. So when you do that, your next job is to watch them do it, and then encourage them. And literally, when they go to the next page is the video itself. Have them get it started. Watch this first. Don't do another thing till you watch this video. That's the most important thing to do, because it's going to give you all this wonderful information, and you're going to get some stock. And again, you say, well, why stock? Well, because that's the most important thing you can do, is start a long-term investment account. We're giving out scholarships. We're giving out donations to our students. And that's how you share that. Now, the third thing is we want you to start learning how to earn more money. So these are the Earn While You Learn courses. Now, of course, you can go through the 5 simple steps, 5 minutes, very short. You can go through the one that's a little bit more advanced. And the goal is to teach you the simplicity and then add more layers and more layers and more layers to it, and add more complexity to it. But the most successful businesses are the ones that can simplify and multiply. So that's why we start there. So you can earn more stock here. You can go into the detail class. And then we're going to be adding some more classes on small business and other things that you can go through. And then for many of you that want to learn more, we've added some new classes by James Fletcher. He is the founder of the Young Investor Society. And they have about as many students as we have, about 12,000 students. And we have some wonderful classes here. So you can earn more stock by simply going through these classes. Now, for most of you, this is going to be wonderful. It's going to teach you a lot more about long-term stock. The key for many people is to just put it in the S&P 500 or Warren Buffett. Over time, they've outperformed most picking and choosing. But for some people that have extra money, or they've got money to manage, or you really just want to learn how it all works, these are some wonderful classes that you can go through. So this is another way that you can earn a lot more money. Now, in addition to that, we have some other things that we're working on. We're talking with Panda Express and some other organizations to help us with some more gift cards that we can use worldwide. But for right now, those are the main ways to do it. Number 1, watch the Share the Wealth and Win. Number 2, have others watch the Share the Wealth and Win. And then go through the Earn While You Learn. Now, when you come into the leaderboards, you'll notice that we have the Share the Wealth and Win board. And this is all the people that have completed the Share the Wealth and Win. And you can see that takes you from different time frames. So we're going to look at the last 7 days. And now here's what's so cool is that this sorts it by name. And then who is the enroller that enrolled them? So you simply click here, and you can see it'll put it in alphabetical order. And you can see one of the reasons that Johnson eToro is so successful is because he has his people watching the video, the getting started video. That's how you get them started, is by going through that first video right there. Okay, so our goal is to get you into that one. That's kind of the most important thing. And then you can see that we have all the new enrollments. These are the people that joined this week over the last 7 days, and how many people that they enrolled. So this thing is dynamic, so it continues to change and update. Then top enrollers. What's it? This is when you share your link and you enroll somebody. You're their enroller. And you can see that it's pretty amazing. Johnson's got 513 people he's done, and he's responsible for almost 4,000 hours of online classes. That does not include all the other classes that they have access to, like the live classes, the Zoom classes, and other pieces. You can come down here to the top influencers. Now, what's an influencer? Well, the enroller, somebody did the enrollment. The influencers who enrolled the enroller. So you can see Johnson right here. He signed up 513 people, but they've signed up another 384 people. He's responsible for almost 900 people, and they've been online for over 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours. You want to change worlds, that's how you do it. Now, in addition to that 10,000, there's probably another 30% of class time that is not connected, because this is just pure online classes. And you can see we have everybody. You're part of the game. All of you, when you sign up, you're part of the game. These are the people that are into your individual group. So that is pretty cool. Now, individual hours. Are people really going to class? Oh, absolutely. Look at this. We have people that have been in there for 384 hours that have gone to class, which is pretty dang amazing. You can see the top people from the last 30 days, the top seven, the last 7 days. You can see this is the hours that they've got. And everybody's on here. All 12,000 of you are on here. The other one that is really cool is the individual hours plus search. So this is kind of for the nerd in me and for everybody else. And again, the 100,000 is just the pure online hours. That doesn't include all the other ways that people can go to class. But this one is so cool because it can come in and you can touch any one of these cells and it'll pull up all the data for you. For example, if you wanted to see, well, how many people are in the church group category? Well, you touch it once and there's 672 of you and you've been online for 9,200 hours. And on average, if you're in a church group and you go to join, you're in class for about 13 hours so far. That's pretty incredible. If you come down here to our groups, well, and then you say, okay, well, that's pretty amazing. But if you wanted to see another group, so let's come down here. This happens to be a church. Here's a church group right here. There's the church group number. And then you say, okay, oh, well, here happens to be a congregation in Tarlac, Moncada. So if we click it, well, guess what? There's 430 of them. They've been online for 5,500 hours, and on average, they're about 13 hours in class. Now, remember, when people get in there, some people go crazy and some people don't do anything. So that average, if you take out of the people that don't do anything, the average person is probably in class probably 15, 18 hours, which is pretty amazing. And then, of course, you can do the subgroup. The subgroup is, so we have all the high schools competing with each other. That's the categories, high school. Then the organization's the name of the high school. And then you get to put a subgroup. And in this particular one, they had young men versus young women versus kids or whatever it is. In high schools, it could be all the high schools competing with each other. Inside the high school, the grades compete with each other. And inside the grades, the individuals compete with each other, which I'll show you in just a second. But you can see in this one little group right there, there's 10 of them. And look at that. They've been online for 30 hours a piece, which is pretty amazing. Now, the next one right here is the group leaderboard. The group leaderboard is designed to be able to do groups. Now, this year, we're going to spend a lot more time getting groups. And again, everybody's in the individual group. All of you are just in, if somebody enrolls you, you're in the individual and the influencers group. Number two is you're either an individual or you're in part of a big group that we create for you, big organization. But here you can say, okay, let's look at the high schools. Well, here's the high schools we've got started so far. This is going to start growing rapidly now that we've got the programming done. Here's all the high schools around the world competing with each other. If you click on the top one, it'll show you all the grades. So all the grades compete with each other. And then you click on the 10th graders, and there's all the students that are competing with each other. So this is a very fun way because we know this has to be fun and it has to be competitive. It has to be competitive. And so every week we're giving out rewards to the top students. And you can see we do that every Thursday. And then of course you can go down deeper and deeper and deeper. So to make extra money, come to courses, log in, watch the Share the Wealth and Win video, go share the wealth with other people by sharing your link, and then have them watch the Share the Wealth and Win video. That's the key. Look over their shoulder, get them started, have them click on the button so they know how to do it, and then check back with them. And when you do that, they're going to get stock and you're going to get stock. And again, the stock is what's going to change your world. It's not the cash. It's the stock in the long-term investment account that you continue to add to. And then you can earn more stock by simply going to these other classes. Now, in addition to that, in the courses, we've added a whole bunch of great new things here. You can come down here and click on here and see all the audio classes. You can see all the video classes. Here's more information about our weekly classes that we do. Here's our podcast that we do. Here are all the wonderful books you have access to. So you can get the hard copy on Amazon, or you can come over here and say, I just want to see the free books and the free downloads and the free teaching tools. So you come here on the free books, for example. All my books are here, as well as many other books. So I wrote all these books for the foundation, and you can download those on the PDF and you can read it online. Or you can go to Amazon and get it there. That's an easy way to be able to do that. You can also go to the downloads. There's some wonderful downloads of tools, trackers, ways that you can manage your money on one piece of paper. All these fun money made easy play money and things like that. That's all here that works hand in hand with what you've got. Now, in addition to that, there's teaching tools. There's teaching tools that you can simply pull out your phone. Would you like to teach your kids about money? Well, you simply go to the Success and Money Playbook for Kids and Teens. And then you click on it, it'll pull up all the slides, and you can literally go slide to slide and teach your kids and family about money. And guess what? We've done the same thing for you. So these are very simple. You can use them on your phone, you can use them on your computer, and you can teach them and then just talk about whatever's on the slide. The next one is the 5 steps. There's a couple of books here that you can do. There's a class overview for the adult classes. Here's a fun one: is the quiz and answers. There's 100 Success Money quiz questions and answers. And when you pull it up, it has the question on one side, and then you can answer it, and then you can flip over the page and you can see if you got it right. So pull it up for you here. And again, that's a book that you can also order off of Amazon if you want a hard copy of it. Pulling up, here we go. Okay, cool. So you can see right here, we've made this, and so there's the question, and then we've got a couple of blanks in there, and then there's the answer. So on this one right here, there's the question, and then there's the answer. And you can see this starts with $20 worth because they're easier, and then we go all the way up to the $500 questions as well. So this is a fun thing that you can print out. You can order the book and then just go through it page by page as well. Okay, so that's the system that we have. The way that you make a big difference in people's lives is by learning, by educating yourself, but more importantly is doing. Just go do it. Go do it. I don't care if you fail. I don't care how many tails you get when you flip that coin. I really don't care. All I care is that you keep flipping it until you get a bunch of heads. All I care about is that you go out into the marketplace and do things to be successful and get new cards, and they'll show you what the card is. And if the card's a 4 and you got a 7 in your hand, you don't take it. But if it's a 9, then you take your 7 and you replace it with a 9. Your job is to improve your hand. And the most important thing is you got to start investing, long-term investing, and then you got to think like other people think. Elon Musk thinks at a whole different level. Warren Buffett thinks at a whole different level. Elon Musk, Tony Robbins, all these guys just think differently. Learn how they think and then think like they do. So grateful for all of you for being here with us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for making a difference in people's lives. That's why you're here on Earth. You're here on Earth to gain a physical body and to have a physical life and a spiritual life. That's why you're here. I believe you're going to go someplace after this. I believe most people believe in a higher power. You're a miracle. You are a miracle. Your kids are a miracle. You know, when I look at the x-rays of what they did and how that when my wife fell and broke her collarbone, how they fixed that. You are a miracle. You didn't climb out from underneath some rock. You're a divine child of a higher power. We all have that in common. You just didn't crawl out from under some rock in evolution. You have a spirit and a soul, and your job is to have an earthly experience and to go make a difference in people's lives. That's why you're here. And when you die, you get to look at all your pictures on your phone. Now, since my wife's been laid up and in bed quite a bit, we have on all of our TVs in the house screensavers that show pictures. And so my wife has got all these folders with different pictures in them. And we have spent a lot of time just hanging out with my wife, you know, doing work on my phone. But all these wonderful pictures have been going on in the TV. And if your life has wonderful pictures, you lived a good life. Now, some of you are going to get some bad pictures, so good, discard them. Doesn't matter. It's a tale. I don't care. My job is to get a bunch of heads. Flip that coin till you get all the heads you need. Change your stars, change your cards, go solve problems. If somebody offers you a 9 and you got a 7, trade them. That's how you do it. And you do it by helping other people. Thank you, every one of you, for being part of our world. Thanks for helping us make this work. Thank you for being patient with us. You know, sending money around the world is very difficult to do. What we're doing, I don't know anybody else is doing what we're doing. We've funded around 4,000 investment accounts or savings accounts where people are getting started and getting the money into their investment account as well. That's how I measure our success. Are people opening investment accounts, and are they learning and going through classes and doing it? Nice to know. Information is nice. What I really want you to do is I want you to get in the game. Get in the game. You got some cards. Go get in the game of life. Life's a game and games are fun. So let's go play the game of life and let's have some fun. Teach your kids how to play the game. Games are fun. Finance is a game and games are fun. Business is a game and games are fun. Sharing the wealth with others is a game and games are fun. So let's go have some fun with those games. This is Tom Painter for the SuccessMoneyFoundation.org. Thank you so much for being with us. We love you. We're so grateful that you're all here. We're grateful for the wonderful things that you're doing to make such a difference in people's lives. We're going to say goodbye to our friends from around the world, and then we're going to come back and we're going to give a bunch of money away, a bunch of stock away. And again, thank you so much for watching. See you next week.